Have you ever tried junk journaling before? Well, in this video, I'm going to do a few processes in my junk journal, as well as share some different ideas of junk you can gather. And then I'm also even going to have a blog post with a giant list of different things that you can add to your junk journal. So grab a notebook, grab some junk, grab some adhesive, and let's spend some time getting creative together. Now, the journal I am using today is a Creative Faith dot grid journal, and I really love these dot grid journals. I'm using an A5 size because the paper is slightly thicker than like your average composition notebook or something like that. But it's not too thick to be able to work with, and I love watching it get kind of chunky with different pieces of junk. And I am such a saver of things, and I love kind of just having little sentimental little bits and bobs, but it's nice to have a place to put them so it's not scattered all over my desk or things like that. And this way I can actually reference back and remember the moment and what was happening, and it's not just put away in the trash or recycling. So I will kind of show you what pages I've done so far in here, and then I'll show you the different items that I've pulled. And so let's see, here is kind of the first one I did. And so I have like a candy wrapper. This is from a pair of socks my parents brought back from a trip. This is from a birthday card, a magazine, a sticker from my favorite frozen custard place. So that's one page. I really like how that turned out. And then this one, I think I could add a little bit more too. I have a little bit of an envelope. It says, "To my beautiful wife." That's you, Hillary Ann. So that was from my husband. And then this little envelope was also from a trip from my parents. And then I cut this out of a card. And then this page has a candy wrapper, a little note from our pastor from Thanksgiving, thanking me for serving, and I thought that was very, very kind. And I am such a words of affirmation person that I wanted to document that. Some wrapping paper, another chocolate bar wrapper. These are from some birthday cards, some washi tape, and then these next three pages I actually have a process video for. And this is from March when I was starting to work with a couple new companies. And so I wanted to document some events and activities. We have like different programs from the events we were at, a little ticket stub. I think that was from parking. And this one was the pass for the golf show. And I love how these pages came together using photos and junk. And some Creative Faith printables as well too. And then I started this one and haven't made it too far yet. This is from a wedding invitation, and this is from that same card that I used to piece over here. I just love the pretty flowers. So that's kind of where we're at. And then some of the pieces I have saved from today. I have this little tea bag that says "The Earth Laughs in Flowers," which I thought was really sweet. Maybe that would be good to put over by the flower. And this was from a chocolate bar wrapper. It says, "One small step can lead to something big." And I opened this on a day where I did something big and scary. I have this little snowman poop flower seed ball. I thought that was really funny. Fortune cookie. "Your courage will help others and soon make you a leader." I love that sentiment. And this is from a Creative Faith printable that I used in a process video, and I had these little bits cut up, and I thought they would be sweet to incorporate. And so I'll link this printable down below, but I just loved how it said, "There's good in this season, and give thanks to the Lord, for he is good." And then what else? I have another chocolate bar wrapper. I thought this was really cute. Like you a latte with the fun little coffee. I have some heart stickers. These were from a little birthday card from a while ago, but I loved the verses on them. And this was from another card, and I loved the little bird on it. And then these were some stickers from my college for it came on a homecoming thing for the fall, but I loved that they were stickers. So that's kind of what I have saved. And let's dive in and use some junk to get creative. So I want to add maybe 1 or 2 pieces to this page. But maybe I'll start actually with this one. Because I kind of like how the purple matches that purple. I think that would be really pretty together. And so I have my Tombow tape runner, but then also sometimes I need to use like a heavier adhesive for some of these things. And so I also have this one, the Nuvo glue pen. I thought I had another glue as well, somewhere around here. So I'll probably start with this page because it's the one I'm most excited to kind of watch come together. So the Tombow tape runner works really well on things that are kind of like regular texture. And I didn't print any pictures for today, but those are sometimes really fun to include as well too. And I definitely want to make this piece a part of it. So let's see if there's enough left in here to adhere it down. I don't think the Tombow one would work very well on this candy bar wrapper. I can also use some washi tape too to make it stick down. And I kind of layer the pieces as well too. So that's not looking like it's working very well. So maybe I will try this one. This is a different type of glue pen. And then if this doesn't work, then I'll just make a little washi tape border around it. That's one thing about junk journaling that can be a little tricky, is finding the right adhesives to make things stick. Because the junk can be tricky to get to stick down. And let's see, what else should I include? Kind of like the little fortune cookie, and even this little, the Lord will guide you along the best pathway. I think that is a neat sentiment for this spread. So that was from my mom for my birthday, which I feel kind of bad covering up, but that's all right. And let's see, I also had the little laughs with flowers. I think I need to scoot this over. I think I'll put "There's good in this season" over on this corner. I'm going to have that going off the page a little bit. I think that looks cute. I love just how all of it's kind of been coming together. And then I think I'll add this piece down here so it kind of has that same color scheme. So I'd love to know in the comments, have you started junk journaling? Or have you been doing it all along? I just feel like I'm seeing so many people sharing more about junk journaling, which is super fun. I made a junk journaling kit for fall. Was it last year? The year before? I do have some thoughts and ideas about doing that again. Or maybe even a different theme of a kit. I've been gathering elements for it. Then I have this pretty washi tape that I want to layer as well. And I'm going to cut out the bird from this card, because I think that's really pretty to include on the page. Maybe I put it on the envelope here. Snowman poop. Seems like that would be the perfect spot for that. Isn't that so funny? It was a Christmas present from my parents, and it is blossoming. We are seeing some seeds come out of it, which is so exciting. We've got our little snowman poop. And then I'll add the bird. Down here. And what else are we missing? Probably one of these little hearts there. And no, I kind of just like it like that. I feel like we need a little something here. Maybe full of gratitude. Would be kind of a sweet one. I feel like I want something kind of coming out of the little envelope. So I found my Brown Florals printable, and I love the little verses here. I'll link this printable in the Creative Faith Etsy shop too. But I think, no, I love this one. In peace I will both lay myself down and sleep. For you, Yahweh alone, make me live in safety. Psalm 4:8. And my word for 2025 is peace. And so I love that that verse talks about that, and just some of the little elements on this page kind of remind me of the season of, needing God's peace. So I love how that all turned out. How adorable. I do still have a couple more elements, which, let's see if there were other. I was going to maybe put something here. Maybe one of these little heart stickers would be sweet. And then I'm also going to put something over here. Maybe I'll put the Counting My Blessings with Jesus one. I kind of like that. And let's see. Maybe I'll put this one kind of coming out over here. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And that goes along well with the little heart I just added here. And then I have, oh, I forgot I have all these these stickers too. I like the little banner one. I think I'll put that one over here. And maybe I'll put this little heart over here. Oh, that's cute. One inside of the other. All right, I think I'm gonna call it good for my junk journaling for today. So we added a few more elements to this page, which I think is super cute. Added a couple more elements to these two pages, fill up some of the blank space. And then I love how this spread turned out. So fun to use all these little pieces of junk to create something beautiful. So be sure to go check out the Creative Faith blog post where I have a list of tons of different junk journaling ideas of things that you can save and put into a junk journal. You can also pick up the Creative Faith journal I'm using here. I love these A5 size dot grid journals. It makes the perfect base for creating junk journal spreads. And then I also referenced a few different Creative Faith printables that I will also link down below too. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye, friend.